You are listening to The Off Switch. How to run your business so it doesn't run you. Written by Sarah Greener and narrated by Sarah Greener too. Chapter 7. Step 3. Vision. Every business owner needs a destination in mind for their business and their life. If you don't decide where you want to end up, then your business and your life will happen by default. Default will give you average results, an average life, an average business. Right now, you don't need an average anything. You need a clear destination for your business and life so you can continually assess if you are moving in the right direction. Having a vision for your life and business will provide a filter for decisions you make and a destination to realign with on this journey we call life. It's your vision. The key word here is your. It's what you want, what lights you, what brings you great joy, and not what anybody else tells you you should have. If you aren't clear about where you want to end up and don't have a clear picture of what it will look like, feel like, be like when you get there, you won't be able to take steps in the right direction. It's like trying to use a GPS with no destination. If you don't tell it where you want to end up, it won't tell you anything. And to begin with, I'm going to ask you to think bigger than you have before. Why? Because as humans, we so often overestimate what we can do in a year and underestimate what we can achieve in a lifetime. A simple way for you to see this is to write a list of everything you've done in the past 10 years. Where have you been? Who have you met? What have you achieved? What are you most proud of? I'm willing to bet you find it's a far bigger list than you give yourself credit for. We often cover our visions in the filter of our current circumstances. As you go through this process of creating your vision, I want you to do it from a place of possibility. What is possible for you? And truly, anything is possible if you want it. Sit down with each of your highest life priorities and write a paragraph of how you would like this to look in 10 years into the future. This will help you to move from what you're likely doing right now, which is looking at today and looking at how you'll get to tomorrow. How do I survive this next day, week, or month? And the challenge with this is if we don't look up and realign with the vision we want to be going towards, we can end up hopelessly off track. This will mean things take far longer than you wanted to. Because if you don't stop and take the time to work on creating the life and business you want, you're eventually going to be forced to spend a lot of time dealing with the life and business you don't want. Design what you want. Decide what you want. Because to not choose, to not decide has a consequence too. You can end up with a life and a business you don't want. From personal experience, I can tell you that if you're asleep at the wheel of your life and business, you can get very deep into living a situation you don't want. It took us a full 3 years to unravel the life and businesses we didn't want. It was expensive in terms of time, money, and relationships, and I wouldn't wish that on anyone. Do this process for each of your highest life priorities. I recommend picking the highest life priority that has simple measures. Wealth, business, and health-related ones tend to be simpler. Put aside any of the priorities that are specifically about relationships for once you've had a little bit of practice. First, we talk about what you want in this highest life priority. Pick the highest life priority, grab a new page in your journal, and head it up with your highest life priority. Imagine yourself living 10 years in the future. It's a magical future where you get everything you want without restrictions. Don't be limited by where you are today. If you want to run a marathon but you've never run before, you can still have that in your ultimate outcome. What is the ultimate outcome for this highest life priority? This is the legacy part of your life. What is the story people will tell about you in this area of your life? It's the rocking chair test. What does it look like? What does it feel like? Who will you be? Who does it impact? Where will you go? Who will you meet? What will you do? How do you feel on a consistent daily basis? How are you spending your time? For your business highest life priority, and I'm assuming you have one if you want to stay in business, you could think about the following questions. Remember, it's not limited by what you have now. 10 years is a long time in business. You can change anything you want. You need to decide what would look amazing for you. Who do I want to work with? How many people? Employees? Clients? Suppliers? How much turnover, sales, revenue? How much profit? Where do you want to be based? How much do you want to work in this business time-wise? How much do you get from the business? What is the business's higher purpose than money? How flexible do you want to be? Do you want assets, equipment, buildings, cars? Now we need to find out the why for each of your highest life priority. It's no good just having a vision. You need to know the why. What are the reasons why you want to do that? It's reflecting back on the story aspect and completing the new story for each of your highest life priorities. The second part of writing on this highest life priority page is why you want the vision. Use the 4 paragraphs from the story part of this process. What's in it for me when I achieve this vision? What do I miss out on when I don't achieve this vision? What do others miss out on when I don't achieve this vision? And what do others get when I achieve this vision? Then go back and repeat. When you finish this step, you'll have a page for each of your highest life priority that states exactly what you want in 10 years' time and why you want it. Lastly, we're going to reverse engineer this. For each highest life priority, do the following. Write down the milestones that will tell us we've reached our vision at 10 years. Pick 3 to 5 that are specific and measurable for each step. Step back to the 5-year milestones. What will tell us that we're on track to reach our vision? Step back to the 3-year milestones. Lastly, step back to the 1-year milestones. Do not be tempted to work forward. This is a trap for new planners. It may seem easier, but it will prevent you from seeing what you really need to do in the next 12 months. Working forward will also cause the how to sneak in. This is not about how we will get there, but about the points that will tell us we're on track along the way. Add these 10, 5, 3, and 1-year milestones to your highest life priority page. You have a completed picture of your vision, what you want, why you want it, and the stepping stones you need to achieve to reach the ultimate vision. This will allow you to check in and realign if you stop off track.
Hi, Sarah here. Just wanted to say, stoked that you are learning this knowledge to ensure that you get to blend your business and your life together in the way that you want. And learning stuff is good. Using stuff is better. If you want to start using the knowledge that you got today as quickly as possible, I want to give you a little bit of hands-on help. Head on down into the show notes. There's a link there for my calendar. You can get some one-on-one time with me so we can work on your business and your life and get it working just the way you want it now. I look forward to seeing you on that call and giving you the help to implement what you've heard here today into your business as simply as possible. Until then, stay Moxie.